great that. This is a poem about an old drunk. Just happened to be my dad. Now I didn't know my dad. He left before I was born, 4 months before I was born. But I got to know lots about my dad from my mum, but they weren't nice things. She told me about my dad. I mean, terrible scouse, guttural things. Evil, guttural scouse things. Can't even repeat them. Love to. But also, because he was the dad to my brothers, they were saying lovely things, so I learned lovely things about my dad as well, at the same time being told he was the hell monster from death, you know what I mean? And then he died, and then I got a bit stalky about my history with him, or lack of it, and went to this pub that I used to go to, and that's where I saw his marvellous concubine. My mum called her a lot more than concubine. A lot more guttural, scouts, dirty thing that I can't repeat it. And his friends, and just had the most remarkable time. Now that poem, this poem, is about all of that. So, it's called The Ballad of Jimmy Butler. I'll iron out the parchment, reconfigure the hieroglyphics, ancient out the rough spots with a tear so old it's run out of ink. I don't catch myself blaming anymore. I don't catch my breath. You're old, Jimmy Butler. You always were. Janet, your dad's nothing but a dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking whoremaster. My mother's name for you. First words I remember. No wonder I'm a poet. So, I'll write a ballad. The ballad of a bad lad who could carry a tune. A ballad of a bad lad who could whisper to mules. I love that war story. My dad, the mule whisperer. You didn't drive trains, you weren't a spy, a Spitfire, Jimmy Stewart dogfighting a God-blessed America. You had the power to commune with beasts. Only the chosen can do that. I imagine the blood, mud and terror. Oh, Chris says you never talked about it. A dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking whoremaster. This isn't about leaving, abandonment. It's about singing in that pub with Dixie. You'd been dead a year, carried your coffin. Weirdest thing I ever did. Ghost kid. It was an old man's pub. The scent of dusk and lager. Dixie shone, a goddess of men who paid at her altar. You're Jimmy Butler's lad, she said, her voice scouse, raucous, her cleavage boasting conquests, gorgeous. Yes. In the drunk of her memories we sang, and other songs, not the words. Dixie whisks me in the chorus of her bosom. She makes me you, a whore whisperer. And it turns, the night it swirls. She says, nobody will love you like a nobody can love you. Weeps and cheers. Your dad was a good man with a great voice, a singer with the whole room in mind. Dixie showed me the romantic, the gypsy, the man she loved, the lover, hair fella, the man who got the whole pub singing. I imagine the blood, mud and terror. You never mentioned the war. Dixie told me I was just like you. So, I'll sing a ballad. A ballad of Jimmy Butler. Bold hustler, ribald bluster, a quiet man, seller of a good time, of the dad I never knew, but whose songs I sang and followed in the dance steps of. Woman lover, heartbreaker, whoremaster, mule whisperer, the history of a no one loved by a pub, a heartbeat of Liverpool, griever, the docker and ship's scaler, army man, reluctant sailor, and legend in his own stay behind.